9.
You don't need to count for me, Nathan. You're
I,
good.
I don't need to count. I figure
No.
sometimes it's helpful.
Why why would it be helpful?
I don't know. It might be
All right then.
helpful for you to know that we are counting. Okay. And we're back. Or were we? Who
Or
knows?
are we?
Great question. It's going great. So
It's
far,
going.
it's going great. I know that it can stream because it was streaming a second ago. Anywho, I don't know what the delay on YouTube is. That's the only other thing. I'm not sure.
It would probably tell you on your streaming thing how much your delay is.
Happy birthday! My daughter's party starts in 10 minutes. Uh, it's never it never just works out. Datum inevitably has something. Yes, happy birthday to her. Not me.
Not you. Your birthday's not today. You're not having a birthday party right now.
I'm not. I'm definitely
You're
not.
you're not. You're definitely not.
Never it never but we never just works out. Anyway, we're streaming anyway. It is now saying that we are streaming. Go figure. We finally got it to work. Things actually worked this time. I feel happy about that.
We did it.
We did it. It only. Hey, I was trying to be like, hey, I'll start the stream a few minutes ahead of time so that we can have a starting screen. People can get a notification before we actually start. And then the complication happens. I feel like I can't win. Every time I'm like, oh yeah, we're on the ball this time. Something happens.
The ball happens.
The ball happens and the ball drops. And then New Year's Eve happens. So I don't know. Turning 7? Wow. Man, I can't wait till I turn 7. I mean,
you know
mentally.
He's not here to hear you say that, right?
No, I'm just saying this for my general. I'm just doing this in my head. I'm thinking in my head out loud. Cake. Am I gonna have cake? Is there cake? Ask Adam if there's gonna be cake. Why don't you do that? That would be good. I guess I could do it. I also have typing technology.
Already doing it.
Okay, fine.
I'm already doing it because I was typing something else out.
Okay, fine. I figured. Anyway, now that I think, did we actually figure out if we're good? We're good?
Yeah, you said you were actually streaming. I'm watching you. You're up there.
Chat, mods, we good? Hi everyone, welcome to TPK Live, the afternoon stream, which we're doing. Normally we do this on the first Saturday of the month, but we actually were busy, and we're doing it in the afternoon this time because sometimes we're a little bit more awake than we are at 10 o'clock at night.
Sometimes I'm extra nappy at this hour.
Sometimes Alex is extra nappy at this hour.
Not today.
I'm
doing good right now.
Not today. Alex is roided up, as he said, apparently.
Yeah, I didn't tell you when we were recording the other day.
Yeah.
Did I tell you? I think it was last Friday. My arm was bothering me.
Yes, you did mention that. That got
that has
twisted.
Persisted.
Oh.
I don't know. That has persisted, and I went and got some meds yesterday. So I got steroids and I got some muscle relaxers, and I'm on both right now.
Wait, they put you on steroids and muscle relaxers at the same time?
Yes, sir.
Really? I would think that those two would not make sense together because don't they do completely opposite things?
Not sure, but I feel great, and my arm doesn't hurt, and the soreness is abating
Oh,
because I'm
good.
also taking the pain meds still. So,
Oh, beautiful. Okay. All right.
but yeah, so I'm taking steroids for the next like 5 or 6 days, and I
Oh,
was like,
wow.
I told the doctor, I was like, yeah, so kind of just woke up with it, not sure what happened, probably just getting old at this point.
Mm-hmm.
um, but like it's been tense up and through here, and like it's just kind of uncomfortable more than painful, but still a little painful. Like I don't
Yes.
know how to scale my 1 to 10 because I don't usually have muscle pain and stuff like that going on. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, so they're like, cool. So we'll give you some steroid and we'll give you some other stuff. And here's a note for work in case they need that. I was like, cool, appreciate it. It cost me $0. I did a telehealth thing
Oh, wow.
with the
Great.
doctor just on my phone through my work insurance.
Great.
And then it cost me $13 to get my drugs.
Perfect. Great.
So as you stream, I'm doing stuff that I was meaning to do all week that I hadn't been able to do all week. Which is I'm just building some Warhammer figures.
You're building Warhammer figures. Oh, okay. Are you back to being able to do the painting part of it afterward? Do you have the airbrush set up?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been able to for a week because it's been my left arm and I'm left-handed, and I
Oh,
just haven't wanted to. It's very like small, repetitive things,
yep. Yep.
and so it's just uncomfortable to do that when you're in pain.
Sure, sure, sure.
um,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I've been painting and building and stuff
Oh, that's good.
slowly. I
That's
enjoy
neat.
it.
Okay.
It's a nice hobby.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
3D printing stuff. Shh.
The 3D printing stuff. Oh, fun.
Nothing that Games Workshop needs to worry about, of course. Nothing
No.
that's
You,
not legally distinct.
right. No, you're just making little signs for your pieces, or
Yeah.
those little tokens. I've seen some 3D printing files where you can have like status tokens that you put under the figures. Have you
Yes, I've
seen
seen some of those. I've
those?
seen
Seem
those.
nice.
I
Yeah,
if I play sometime soon, maybe I'll get some of those.
yeah, those seemed really useful. I was like that would even be useful for like D&D. You know, if you have like an actual figurines to play on a map, if you have a thing of
Yes.
the dungeon, something that you could actually put under to say yes, you are indeed paralyzed or asleep, or put that on the enemies too. Be very useful.
Yes.
Um, so I did like those. But yeah, I have heard that sometimes you can make legally distinct uh, non-canonical figurines for your for something, for some game that is
Bunches
not.
of them. Yep.
Yeah,
There's
you could
lots of them.
you could do something like that. Sure. I've
But yeah.
here's a question before we actually jump into actually playing and stuff. But does Games Workshop even really make all that much on the actual Warhammer
Yes.
fighting game?
They are. Games Workshop is like one of the biggest companies in the Great Britain.
Okay, I'm just my question specifically is, I know Games Workshop makes money, but are they making money off of the Warhammer, the actual Warhammer, like a figurine battle game, the actual war game part, or are they
Yes.
doing it off of other properties in
They're
Warhammer?
definitely making a ton. They're just rolling out 11th edition of Warhammer 40K currently.
Oh, okay.
But I can only assume with the prices that these things are now that they are making money on it.
Yeah, I don't know what they do in sales, but
I'll look when I'm not busy gluing this guy together.
sure, that's fine. I would just imagine that a lot of what they can make their money on now is almost the brand itself, because Warhammer ends up being, used for a lot of other applications. The role playing games, the video games, like all of that stuff, and Games
Yeah.
Workshop, I imagine, gets something out of all of that just for
Oh yeah, they're
licensing alone.
super
Yeah,
tight license holders.
yeah,
So
yeah. Kind of amazing if you think about it, because you'd think that like something like D&D is. I'm going to just argue D&D is a bigger brand than Warhammer, and
I don't know if that's true.
you don't know if that's true.
I don't know if that's true.
Mm, I guess I'd have to see,
Well,
but
how many D&D video games are there versus how many Warhammer video
there's
games
a
are
ton of D&D video games. There's
there? Yeah,
like
but do
not
you know how many Warhammer video games there are?
well, they do make a lot of Warhammer video games, but like I'm just talking about brand as a like overarching brand, like recognition, playing all of the different facets.
Well,
D&D's been much bigger in the culture writ large. I'm gonna just argue
maybe.
that. There wasn't like a whole. I don't see a lot of like streams where people are sitting around playing Warhammer. There's not a ton of those by
But you
comparison.
also don't play Warhammer, so
I
you
also
wouldn't.
don't play that. No, it's true. It's true. I also haven't seen a lot of series where like the kids are sitting down to play Warhammer. Usually it's like Dungeons and Dragons. That's what Stranger Things did. Um, but I don't know. I'm not sure, but I do feel like Dungeons and Dragons has like a bigger cultural footprint. Like if I were to ask like the random person on the street, have you heard of Warhammer, or if have you heard of Dungeons and Dragons? I'd assume that the average person on the street is more likely to have heard of Dungeons and Dragons
Sure, in
than
America,
Warhammer.
definitely.
Well, yeah, I mean, just generally. Maybe not in England. I don't know. I'm not sure. Sort of like even by comparison to like Magic the Gathering, which I don't think has nearly the kind of footprint of either of those two other series. But I'm surprised that with like the general popularity of D&D over the last 10 years that uh I don't know, that Hasbro or Wizards of the Coast isn't like doing better. I, I don't know. I would have loved to see more D&D video games though. Different kinds. Like they have the big ones, but they're usually all RPGs, you know. It's
Hmm.
either they end up doing like Dark Alliance, that kind of thing, which worked out super great the last time. But or they end up doing Baldur's Gate, you know.
Yes.
And which the problem with the Baldur's Gate is that I think arguably all three of the Baldur's Gates games were really good, especially if you like CRPGs. But it's not easy to make those. It
No.
takes a lot of time, and it takes some money because Baldur's Gate 3 had a price tag on it. I think it cost something like 100 million or more than that to make Baldur's Gate 3. And luckily Larian had like the space to do that in early access for years before they actually released the game, which is not with a studio that could devote time and resources and attention to it and even still kind of have their independence to do something really great with the license. That's not really replicatable for a lot of other Dungeons and Dragons stuff. I don't know if they could do that with other D&D properties to make that. You would need like the budget, the time, the staffing of like a Bethesda to do basically Skyrim but D&D as Skyrim, if you ever wanted to do that. It would be great. I kind of like to see that, but you would need. You'd need way more resources than most people are willing to commit. And there was a real risk with Baldur's Gate 3 too, that they were not going to make their money, because that's a hard one to recoup. I think they did. I think they did, make their money back, but there was a lot that they had to put into that in order to make that game work. Which is why I heard people immediately upon its release were kind of like going, "You're never going to see another one like this. You're just from a logistics standpoint, you are never going to see another Baldur's Gate 3 happen, because it's just not feasible. It was barely feasible with Baldur's Gate 3. It will probably never be feasible again to get a game like that. With the amount of time and the resources and the money that you would have to pump into it compared to what you're going to get out of it, it's just not. It was a very, very specific situation where you had an indie company that was still getting, the funding and the licensing from a major company that they were working with and were allowed to do that with. It's a very unique circumstance that's not really replicatable. And so, but with Warhammer, a lot of those games, they can play around with a lot of different genres with that too, in a way that I don't think they really can with D&D. Because it starts off as like a war game, but then there's a lot of lore which you can get into that also lets it kind of merge into an action genre, an RPG genre, that kind of thing. D&D would be very strange when it is strange whenever they try to move out of being an RPG.
Sure.
So
just by the way, just looking it up.
Sure.
Because I can, and while you're waffling on here. Games Workshop roughly on their tabletop and core Warhammer business, they make roughly $565 million.
Perfect.
Yeah.
$565 million. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast has like what they do is like 7 times larger in scale.
Yeah.
But they also have way more than just Wizards of the Coast and all that. So
yeah.
So yes, Wizards is bigger, but Games Workshop does pretty good.
Yeah. Help me out too with this Games Workshop, because we mentioned Wizards of the Coast does a lot more than just D&D. They have Magic the Gathering. They also did the Pokemon trading card game.
I'm sure they're making bank on that right now.
Yeah. Pokemon, you put Pokemon on anything, you're going to make money on it. But besides Warhammer, does Games Workshop have any other properties that they make?
For games or like products?
Just any kind of products. Like, do they have any other series that they work on?
Well, they have the Black Library, which is their publishing house.
Okay.
They have a stable of authors in their own publishing house.
Okay.
All right, for the Black Library.
Mm-hmm.
They have their paint line, because they have Citadel Paint, which they just rebranded to Warhammer Paint.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So they have their own hobby supplies.
Mm-hmm.
They have Warhammer 40K. They have I'll just go to their website really quick.
Yeah.
It's much easier.
A lot like the publishing house, though, and the paint company, those are kind of supplemental to Warhammer, right? Do they publish books that are Warhammer books?
They publish novels.
Okay. But are they Warhammer novels, or are they just any novels?
I mean, they're all within their universes, yes.
Their IPs. Okay, okay.
So they have Warhammer 40K, they have Age of Sigmar, which was formerly Warhammer Fantasy.
Okay.
They have the Horus Heresy, which is Warhammer 30K.
Right.
The Old World, which is another Warhammer Fantasy thing. Middle Earth, they have the rights to that as well.
For okay.
Lord of the Rings skirmish game, or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, they have Necromunda, which is 40K, but it's different. Kill Team, which is 40K, but smaller. Blood Bowl, if you've ever heard of that one, is Warhammer, but football.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But what I'm saying is a lot of those are Warhammer related, but they do have, like, at least, like, the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Most of their stuff is Warhammer Fantasy or Warhammer 40K.
Right.
Or
right.
30K, which is still 40K.
Not necessarily whole separate, like, universes that are separate from that.
No, but they don't
They
really
don't
need
really
to.
need to. If you can do one thing, you can do it fairly well. I mean, it's sort of like who publishes? Is it White Wolf? I want to say it's like White Wolf. They technically have like a bunch of different IPs, but they're all in the same universe. Right? Like it's like Werewolf and Vampire the Masquerade and Sorcerer, what something Necromancer.
Or something.
Something I don't remember, but there's like 3, 4, 5, something like that, different like series, but they're all the same world and they all exist in the same universe. Like that, like it's all that. Like Werewolf takes place in the same world as Vampire for that, because I remember when I played Bloodlines, the first Bloodlines. Haven't played the second one. It's on sale right now, but not enough.
50% off.
Not enough for me. It's gonna have to be a little bit lower than that. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm really sorry, the Chinese room. I do want to see what you did with the game, but I'm also worried that they kind of threw you under the bus for that one, putting you on the project at the very end. But I'm sure it's a very interesting game. Once I'm hoping, I guess side note, I'm kind of hoping that if I just wait a while on Bloodlines 2, it's going to be more like a cyberpunk situation, where if I don't just jump into, if I wait a while before trying it, they'll iron out some stuff. I'm hoping.
Who knows?
But
anyway,
when I was in Bloodlines, there is a whole section of that game where they do introduce a werewolf. And it is the point where you start to understand that there is a huge power discrepancy between vampires and werewolves in that world.
Yeah, I think we've gone over this in a podcast episode before.
A very long time ago, I'm sure. But the big takeaway is that part of Bloodlines is basically you as a vampire waiting for a train. There's a werewolf. And what the game tasks you with is stay away from the werewolf until the train comes.
Don't die.
Don't die, because the werewolf will wreck your life. And you get the real impression that, like, werewolves are way OP by comparison to the vampire. There are apparently ways you can kill the werewolf. I think that there are, like, achievements for it. But you have to be in a very specific situation. You have to strategize in order to do that. Vampires, like in a toe-to-toe battle, vampires just get wrecked to werewolves every single time. But yeah, I want to say it's White Wolf Publishing. I think everything that they do is still in the same universe.
Yeah, it's the World of Darkness universe.
Yeah. Wizards does do several different properties, although they've started to kind of make those interchange together. You got some Magic the Gathering in my D&D. You got D&D in my Magic the Gathering. So they're creating a whole thing too. But yeah. Anyway, takeaway is Alex is all roided up and ready to paint some models. So he's gluing some stuff together. You're sniffing glue and you're roided up. This is great.
I never said I was sniffing glue, but okay.
You're around glue and you are breathing, so I'm gonna say you're sniffing glue.
Sure. Are you gonna play a game?
Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Hey everybody. So after we do this thing where we talk for like 20 minutes about nothing, we usually like to play a game, and today I actually have a very interesting one. I'm going to be playing Starsector. Starsector, for people who are not aware, is a game that comes from Fractal Works, I want to say is the name of the company. It's pretty much an indie project, and I'm not quite sure when they started working on the game, but their blog for the game goes all the way back to 2010. They have been working on this for a long time. Technically, they are only in version 0.98. They haven't actually gotten to version 1, so you cannot find it on Steam. You do have to buy it like through their website, where they have it in basically early access. I think it's $15 for early access. When it goes to Steam, it will be 20. But yeah.
When did you buy this game?
I bought it last month. I bought this last month. Very last.
When did you hear about this game?
Last month.
Okay.
That is the first time that I heard about it. I think I might have mentioned it to you. I actually heard about it on a Down the Rabbit Hole episode from Frederick Knudsen.
Oh, you did mention this. Yes.
Who actually had them as a sponsor. But the thing that I thought was really nice about that is he didn't just do a sponsor ad. He actually did a few minutes where he explained this, like, here's what like an hour in of me playing it looks like, and I'll explain some of the stuff that happened. And I was looking at this, and my initial impression was, wait a second, this reminds me a lot of a game called Escape Velocity, which is one of my favorite games. And that is one that Ambrosia Software made a whole long time ago. Ambrosia, I don't think Ambrosia's really around anymore, or they just make utility stuff. And they were making it mostly for Mac. Made some stuff for PC, but they were mostly a Mac developer. But Escape Velocity was a really great game. They made a really great game with that. And you can play something like Endless Sky, which is like an open source version of it. But I was really curious to see what a dev team would do with that kind of like top-down open world space game, and Starsector seemed to be that. So I wanted to actually try it out and see what it's like. So I think it's about time we find out if Starsector is what I thought it was. Or if it has lied to me. Maybe it's lied to me. I don't think so.
We're going to find out.
We're going to find out. So, interesting thing before I start a new game is that there are tutorials. I'm not going to go through the tutorials. I think it's more fun if I just fly by the seat of my pants. I also found...
Great, love that. Are you gonna share your screen with me so I can watch you play in real time?
Oh, yeah, sure. Why don't I do that? I can share my screen. Hold on. Can I share my screen? Where's my screen? Where's my screen? Wait, I might have to do... yeah, I think I might just have to... Okay, let me see if I can... Can I get my cursor to go over here so that I can...
No, you're probably locked to full screen.
I am locked to full screen.
So you have to Alt-Tab.
Alt-Tab. Damn it. Unfortunately, what happens is I Alt-Tab there. I think that might work. Can you see me?
I mean, when I click on this button, I can.
Okay.
That's not how you do this, Nathan.
Is it working? The problem
You're
is
sharing your OBS.
I didn't want to share my OBS. So here's the thing that's annoying. I can tab out of my full screen, but my full screen closes.
That's fine.
Well, it is, but then when I go to share the screen is no longer available on the Discord. So I can't share that. Can you stay open?
It should give you what are you trying to...
I'm trying to get my cursor to not be on here while my game is open.
So when you're doing the Discord, it gives you options to share your applications.
Correct.
Are you sharing the game and the applications thing?
I have the. I can see it. I can see it right there. The problem is that if I go to the Discord from the game, it's going to not be there anymore. Let me
just do the thing. Just do the thing.
Just do the thing. I'm gonna. Hold on. Did it work this time?
Okay. Yes.
Here's the thing. I had to be quick. I had to do like Alt Tab, go over and hit it before it went away.
No, okay. It would have just come back up when you tabbed back in.
Okay. I don't think I hit it fast enough the last time. But anyway, here we are.
The last time you shared OBS.
Oh, the last time I shared OBS. Well, that's the one that was next to it, and I think it closed down and the other thing moved to the front. Anyway, here we are. You can probably see it now. And there is new game. We're going to go to new game. But I did want to say that there is an interesting thing that I haven't seen before, which is missions. And so if you want to play like specific like challenge missions with preset ships and goals, you can also do that. And there's everything from easy up to hard for different ones that you can play. And I guess you could tool around with different kinds of ships too. But what I want to do is I'm going to just start a new game, and I get to I can be Sir, Ma'am, or Captain. I guess I'll be Sir.
What? No, you're Captain. Are you being Sir?
Oh, I can be Captain. Yeah, I should be Captain. I have all of these little. Whoa, they put a lot of portraits in here. Oh, I like the orange-blue helmets. I like the orange-blue helmets. I'll be Gap for this.
Yes, you are.
Sector age. Oh, that's interesting. What's sector age? You can go with young, which is hotter stars, more planets, more mineral resources, fewer habitable worlds. Your average, which is more balanced mix of stars and planets. Old, cooler stars, fewer planets, less minerals, more habitable worlds. Or you can do mixed. It just sounds fine. Different constellations may have different ages. Alright, that's kind of neat. And then you can do a small sector size, or you can do a normal sector size. We'll just do a normal sector size. That's fine. And I'm fine with help pop-ups. I'm not going to do iron mode.
You don't want iron mode?
Not going to do iron mode. I usually in, like, if we're talking about escape velocity, what would happen is if your ship explodes, you would be able to restart from the last planet that you visited. But if you're in hard mode, the only way you get out of that is if you purchased an escape pod. But then, of course, you're basically abandoning your ship and all your equipment, and you have to start pretty much from scratch with whatever money you had. But we're just going to go like this, and there isn't a version of like something closer to what Gap actually looks like. Probably not.
Since Gap's not real, they all look like Gap.
Thanks, Alex.
No problem.
Thanks. I appreciate your I appreciate your input on that. Okay. Your most recent occupation was... Ooh. Well, we're playing Gap, so I have to figure out...
Radio show host.
Yeah. His most recent thing. Before the thing where he might have accidentally screwed up the timeline. Scavenger, Explorer, Mercenary, Freelancer. Oh, okay. So there's some that are faster starts, some that are randomized starts. Bounty Hunter, Scavenger. I think Scavenger, Freelancer, doing whatever jobs have been available. Randomized collection of ships slightly weaker overall than either of the faster start auctions, but roughly in the same category. Well, that sounds interesting. Okay. Select campaign difficulty. Easy as recommend. Well,
Considering you haven't done the tutorial,
Oh, they will ask me, do I want to start with a tutorial mission that introduces the high-level campaign mechanics and active abilities? Do I?
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, do you actually want to play the game, or do you want to just die?
I'm thinking. I guess I want to actually play the game. Okay, I have a fleet. Welcome to the Persian sector. Your fleet is in the middle of nowhere and critically low on supplies. If you don't acquire more supplies, your fleet will suffer through a slow but ultimately fatal decline. Okay.
As they do.
Fortunately, there's a debris field nearby. Move up to it and activate your scavenge ability to search for useful cargo. Scavenging requires heavy machinery, but there is some in your cargo holds. Make sure to take all the supplies and other valuable cargo, but feel free to leave the cheap and bulky metals behind. To get your fleet moving, click on empty space in that direction you want to move. Okay, so we're clicking on empty space. Ooh, here we go. Look at that. We flowed right in. Oh, there's my fleet. I have a little fleet of ships. So if I just kind of press 6 to start scavenging. Okay. Fleet assumes a stable orbit relative to the debris field. The field appears stable and will not drift apart anytime soon. Long-range scans indicate it's possible something of value can be found inside. Salvage that remains extremely difficult to get to, and there's high risk involved in running a salvage operation. Well, we got to assess. Okay.
Assess the situation.
Crew and machinery. Okay. Scavenging effectiveness 9%. Oh, I'm liking this so far.
9% is the highest percent you can ask for.
It really is. Okay, the density of the debris field affects both the amount of resources and the number of rare items found. Okay, well, let's begin the scavenging operation. An accident during the operation has resulted in the loss of 5 crew and 4 heavy machinery. However, we've gotten some stuff. Can I just take all? Great. Confirm and continue. Alright. We've done it. Oh, I can hit F5. Advance the
quick
tutorial.
save.
Quick save. Advances the tutorial.
That's the default quick save button.
It is. Pirate fleet is approaching. First you spawn it as a sensor contact, then as an unidentified fleet, and then when it gets very close you'll see its true colors. Don't worry, the pirate ship is a shoddy rust bucket. And if you do lose, you can press F9 to quick load. Even so, combat can be expensive, especially if there is no bounty on the enemy you fight. Deploying ships into battle reduces their combat readiness, and recovering CR consumes supplies. Battle damage can cost even more supplies to repair. However, fighting is often necessary to survive. Wait for the pirate fleet to approach and defeat them. Okay. Alright, I'm waiting for them to come. Where are they? There? Oh, they're unidentified. Okay. Oh, okay. So now okay, so we got this little guy. Little combat freighter. Okay. Do we open a comm link? Let's open a comm link and say, oh boy, that's a fun little flag. I I have high hopes for this. You just a bruiser come to do the hegemony's dirty work? Get it over with. Okay, well, we tried moving.
So much for your parlay.
Yeah. Let's see. The opposing fleet moves to join the battle. Transfer command for this engagement. Select the ship you will directly control in the upcoming. Okay. I'm gonna. Let's see. I have a balanced destroyer. Okay, so this is what I'm going to actually use. Okay. Select ships to deploy at the beginning of the battle. Deploying a ship reduces its combat readiness by a fixed amount. Recovering battle readiness takes time. Okay, so basically, if I deploy you, and maybe I don't want to deploy all of you. And, deployment recovery costs 16 supplies.
all the
Oh,
supplies.
I getcha. I getcha. So, okay. Let's deploy you three and see what happens. Okay. Here we go.
Blow it all up.
We're gonna blow it up. Are you going to hit? Full assault. Oh, I have to give orders?
Did you think you wouldn't have to give orders?
I wasn't sure. Oh. He was over there. The enemy fleet is destroyed. Perfect.
You know they have a 40K game similar to this?
Oh, do they?
Yeah. It's called Battlefleet Gothic.
Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Have you played that one?
Battlefleet. I have played some of it. I also have Battlefleet Gothic 2, which I think was better. But it is a ship game like this, and a strategy game, and it's got way better graphics. Just gonna call that out right now.
I have 2 skill points, 4 story points. Interesting. Okay.
Story points. What are those for?
Not sure. Oh. There's a tool tip. Using story points enables you to take actions that are in some way exceptional. The range of effectiveness includes making permanent modifications to ships, improving the effects of skills, officer customization, and getting dialogue options that are not otherwise available, such as disengaging unscathed from a battle you do not want. You will gain 4 story points over the course of each level. In addition, you will continue to gain story points after reaching the maximum level. God. Some uses will also grant bonus experience, which doubles your experience gain until it's used up. Okay. Some of the bonus experience is granted immediately, while the remainder is gained on reaching the maximum level. Okay. And then my skill points. Some skills can only be made elite after they are learned, but require a story point instead of a skill point. Okay. You will gain 1 skill point when you level up. In total, 15 skill points will be available after you reach the maximum level. Copy that. Okay. So, what do I want? I have 2 points. Spend a skill point to learn helmsmanship or tactical drills, which affects all combat ships, increases weapon damage for combat ships. Your navigation, which helps with terrain movement penalties, your burn level, and your burn bonus. And, your industry, bulk transport, you have more cargo capacity. Maximum of 2,000 or less in cargo capacity. Well, I want that, obviously. And what is this? Ordnance expertise?
Your guns go big boom.
Is that it? Plus 1.5 flux dissipation per ordnance point spent on weapons. Fun.
Great. Wish I knew what that meant.
I think I'm going to take helmsmanship. 50% maneuverability and 15% top speed. And then you can... Oh, I see. So, you can also... like, make this an elite by spending a story point. Like so. And that will make it better. We're reassigning your skills. Oh, reassign skill. Oh. It's just telling me that I can reassign skills. Your fleet's supply consumption has just gone up. Oh no. Recovering battle readiness used to deploy ships into battle cost supplies, as does repairing battle damage. Reduce supply use, repairs, and CR recovery on ships can be suspended from the fleet screen. Okay. Oh, I see. So you could just suspend repairs or resume them if you needed to. Okay. Right now, I don't think that's going to be a huge problem. Quick save to advance the tutorial. I've gained a level.
Making sure you save through that tutorial.
Yeah, they're making sure that you actually save through the tutorial. Okay, you also gain story points. We've already gone over this. Maximum level you can reach is 15. Okay. Press C to open the character tab and consider options. Okay. Press C. Okay. Well, we already did that. Shortly after dispatching pirates, you receive a tight beam communication from the system's main inhabited world, Ankira. The message is brief and asks you to travel there and contact Station Commander Fernandez as soon as possible. Let's lay in a course for Ankira. You don't need to do this to travel, but it helps keep track of where you're going and how long it'll take for you to get there. After dismissing dialogue, press E to open the Intel panel and select Show on Map button. Okay. Alright. I gotcha. Okay. So, I need to find Ankira. Show on map. Okay. Here. There I am. Alright, we're gonna lay in a course. Laying in a course for Ankira, everybody.
You're doing it.
I'm doing it. The fleet management and the battle screens are not like in Escape Velocity. It's all just done in the overmap. But this part where you're jumping through systems to go to different planets, that very much is similar to an Escape Velocity. It'll take some while to get there. The sustained burn ability is useful. Oh, here's the sustained burn. Ability is useful for long distance travel. Activating will briefly stop the fleet and reduce its acceleration to a minimum, but the maximum burn level will be much higher. Sustained burn can be interrupted by other fleets activating an interdiction pulse. I've gained 2 abilities. Activate sustained burn to get to Ankira more quickly, and you can also hold shift to speed up time. Okay. 5 is sustained burn. Oh, I see. I have skills. I see. My little skills are down here.
Yeah, on the skill bar.
On the skill bar, okay. And I can speed up time by just hitting shift. Ooh, asteroid belt. If you go through at full speed, there's a chance your fleet may be knocked off course. Oh, okay. Slow-moving fleet avoids this danger. Press and hold S to move slowly. Okay. Danger is low, however, especially since the belt is thin. And you're only going across it. So you could always just get away with just going full speed. I could, but I could also just slow down a bit.
You could.
I'm just slowing down just a little bit. Okay. I slowed down a little bit. That's fine. That's fine, everyone. Okay, now I'll speed. Now I'm just going to speed up a little time. Okay. Your fleet is getting closer to Ankira, which is controlled by the Hegemony, a major militaristic faction in the sector. While in hegemony space, the fleet is required by law to identify itself by keeping its transponders turned on. Aw, man. This is a view shared by most, though not all, major factions. Turning on the transponder makes your fleet highly visible, and everyone seeing it will know who you are. Unlike that pirate fleet you fought earlier, which had to be very close to positively identify. Okay, it's a crippling disadvantage in hostile space, but as we're getting closer to port, and we'd like to dock there, it's a good idea to turn it on. Okay, transponder is on 1. So we are... press...
Prestidigitation?
You gotta press it twice. Okay.
Just crash right to the planet.
Yeah, we're gonna just crash right into the planet now. Your fleet approaches Ankira. The economy of Ankira is dominated by hegemony logistics. The light industry complex grew up on military contracts and now possesses the scale and legitimacy to make respectable inroads into the civilian commerce web of core hegemony space. Your fleet transmits identification codes via the transponder, and you are soon granted docking clearance. Great! Ooh, we got some stuff we can do. We could trade goods and hire crew. You can buy and sell ships. You can refit. You can consider military options. You can take the shuttle down to the dockside bar. I mean, it's probably what we're going to do. We got to get drunk after that trip. Let's see. There's your bar. Take the shuttle down to the main concourse. Quickly find a likely-looking establishment. This is also very similar to Escape Velocity. There's almost always a bar on these major settlements, and that is where occasionally you will get missions. People will approach you for missions. Special missions that aren't just like on a mission board.
I feel like that's a thing that's big in like space games.
Yeah, I think that like maybe some of the older ones like Freelancer probably did that too. I think that even in God, what was it? The one that I played was it Free Space. Those games will do it. You'll definitely see it in Endless Sky as well.
Elite Dangerous also has, well, since they added the on foot section, you can.
There are bars and stuff.
There are bars and you can get missions in them.
That's true.
Trading in them, so.
I do technically have Elite Dangerous. That's one that I've been worried to go back to. I have it because I'm like one day, but I'm always like, oh no, it's gonna be it's gonna be.
We'll do it on the show sometime.
Maybe we'll do it on the show sometime. Might be easier if you're there to actually figure out the ins and outs of it. I worried about its complexity because because it's a flight sim basically in space. It's not like in No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is much more of an arcadey version of that. And so I could wrap my head around that, but when it felt like Microsoft Flight Sim in space, I was like, "Oh god, I'm in trouble."
I will say it is a lot easier if you're using controller.
Sure.
But even then, you'll still have keyboard shortcuts you need to use for certain things, just because there are not enough keys on a controller.
Got it. Yeah. We found Frost Fernandez, station commander, rank citizen. Okay.
Great rank.
Great rank. I'm gonna
guess
your
rank or her rank.
That's her rank. But I'm gonna guess that this is like maybe it's sort of like a Starship Troopers thing where like service guarantees citizenship. Like citizenship is the rank you want. You want to be a citizen of the place, even though they're probably just going to make you go off to another planet and fight bugs because the Mormons thought to set up a colony there, even though it was a bad idea. Anyway, your connection request.
That is what they do in Warhammer as well.
That is what they do in Warhammer as well.
Related.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that the average like frontline life expectancy of an
it's like
Imperial
4
Guardsman,
minutes, right?
It's like 15 hours is considered good.
Oh, 15 hours is considered good. Yeah, I remember you. Basically, it's just cannon fodder.
Yes.
Yeah. You've come. Excellent. As you are well aware, recently, well, I suppose we can skip that part. Yeah, we all know the situation is less than ideal. Listen, I'm in the know about what's going on in the universe. Don't worry, wink wink. The miners turned pirate are guarding the jump points, preventing us from gathering recent readings and coming up with a way to stabilize them. We do have a security detachment that could handle their forces, but they're tied up defending Ankira. Pirates are too much to take on, for you to take on, but fortunately you don't have to. We've got an agent in Derekuyu Station who was able to gain access to recent sensor readings from the ships guarding the jump points, but they have not been able to get to the long-range comm array to send the data to us. That's where you come in. Head to Derekuyu and retrieve the data from our agent, then return here. What's in it for me? Mercenary. some credits naturally, with more along the way, and if all goes to plan, we'll be able to reconnect with the rest of the sector, such as it is. Okay. So I'm gaining some money. First of all, make sure to turn off your transponder once you undock. I've instructed the security detachment not to give you any trouble. If you're lucky, the pirates may even think you're one of their own and let you approach Derinkuyu without any trouble. Still, it makes sense to go dark as you get closer to make sure that they can't get a good reading on your fleet. You can also approach along the asteroid belt. That'll give you almost perfect cover as long as you're moving slowly. And if they notice me, then you're in trouble. Activate emergency burn to get out of there, lose them, and come back and try again. Don't E-burn unless you really need to. It's harder on the ships and will cost you more supplies to recover over time. Eats up a good chunk of fuel too. Okay. Alright. So I've got my mission to stabilize the jump points. Okay, come back when you've got the data. Okay. Should I look at my sales screen? Okay, I can pick up stacks. I can shift click to pick up items, specific quantities, control click to transfer entire stacks. Oh, cool. So what do I have? I got metals, you got heavy machinery, you got your crew, you got fuel, you got supplies. Okay. Local deficit. 6,000 units can be sold at a higher price. Ah, so there are in-game economies here. That is also very common. Some of these are at deficits. Some of these are probably with surplus. I always like to look to see if there's anything that has a surplus valuation where they're going to be selling them for a little less. Ooh. Heavy mortar. Antiquated weapon that fires larger anti-armor rounds at a somewhat higher rate. Cargo space 4 per unit. Prices. Oh my god. Cost 720 for each one. I have 21,000. I guess I have about 21,000 harpoons. What do I have for modules? Recovery shuttles. Heavy armor. Ooh. Increases the ship's armor, depending on hull
Probably
size.
slows it down, though.
Reduces ship's maneuverability by 25%.
Yep. As heavy armor tends to do.
3,000 per unit. Open market. Oh, black market. I see. There's an open market, then there's also, potentially on some planets, a black market.
It's hidden. You can't find it here. Because
Yeah.
it has many wares.
I don't know if it's necessarily... I'm going to say that this planet just doesn't have a black market. Or maybe it is hidden and you're just not able to...
Oh no, this planet probably doesn't have a black market.
No. We're going to...
Or you need access to get it.
Or you need access to get it. Or it's part of the story that you actually unlock it at a certain point. We're going to just fan out for a second here. And let's see here. So, I'm just hanging out. I'm seeing what all this is.
As one does.
What is this? Are these just ships? Hello. How are you? Are you good? You're good? Okay. Alright. So, I have sustained burn. I have transponders. Yes. I need to probably go to my intel. Stabilize jump points. Please show on the map.
Did you disable your transponder like they told you to?
I have not because I'm still in the sector. I need to take it off after. Derinkuyu mining. Here. Right? Okay. Lay in a course. Alright. Let's see here. So we're going to lay in a course. We're going to do sustain burn. will... Oh, I guess I'll keep that on. Let's see. Emergency burn is on 4. Going dark is currently off. Transponder is currently... I'm gonna turn that off now. Oh. Okay. Your fleet goes into orbit. Okay. Can I take a shuttle down to the dockside bar? Oh, this looks like a rough place.
That's fine.
Yeah. The space is dark and filled with shouts, sweat, and pulsing music. Every wall and surface is pitted and stained by rough spacers banging their mugs and laughing as a couple of pirate crews posture in the fight. You can only assume that one of the heavily augmented bouncers will spoil the fun before weapons are drawn. Gangers and pirate captains watch the scene smugly from smoke-filled booths in the back. Okay. Alright. Open comms directory. Here's my agent. Okay. Okay, cut the comm link. You cut the comm link after exchanging a few pleasantries. Okay. Alright. So, let's see. I can talk to these people? Should I talk to this port boss? Cut the comm link. Okay. So what do I want to do here? Deliver the data to the station commander. Okay. Oh, these are my military options. Okay. I don't think I want military.
Blow the whole thing up.
We're gonna blow the whole thing up. Ooh. Broadsword. What is that? Allows the carrier's nanoforges to produce fighters, replacement parts, and related ordnance. Awesome. Let's see here. Heavy mortars, Hellbore cannon, huge cannon which fires slow-moving plasma-charged projectiles. Rounds are highly effective versus armor and obliterate any hull structure left underneath. Okay. 8 cargo per... Okay. What are my, cargo capacity? Oh, okay. I do have a cargo capacity down here, and it's, pretty good. I think I have 616, and I've only used 38. So, I can... There's no black market on here.
You probably... Well, it's got a...
Oh! Wait. Maybe there is. Oh, I see. This is the crew that I can get, but if I go to the black market... Oh, there's some more stuff on here. Oh yeah, this is the... There's harpoons. There's swarmer launchers. Oh man. I better not. I better not. Not sufficient. Okay. Alright. So, intel. Okay, so now I can deliver the data. I've been returned to Ankira. Great. Where is Ankira? Oh, okay. Ankira. Right there.
Right there.
I've done it. I went to the place. I did my mission. And then if I get a little bit closer here... Just going to wait. Let's turn on the transponder. I want to be all legit. I'm out of supplies. I guess I should probably... Oh, I am out of supplies.
You should probably buy some supplies.
I probably should. Oh my god, 30% tariffs. I don't have that much money.
What is it, America?
Yeah, why am I getting... Wait, okay. Control click to sell up to the deficit. Oh. Oof. Okay. Can I just, No. Can I just buy... No! Okay. How do I buy...
Control click?
Control click. No, I don't want to buy all of those. I only want to buy a few of them. 3,000 units can be sold at a higher price. Alt? No! Okay. Come on. Oh yeah, there are a bunch on the black market too. Population. Okay. I would like to buy but a few of these. Can I left click on it? Maybe? Shift. Okay. It's shift. Can I, How about 30? Will 30 do? I need 13 supplies a day with my current fleet. I'm gonna pay 14... Jeez. For 40 supplies, I'm gonna need 14,000. Oof. Well, it's what I gotta do. It's what I gotta do, folks. Alright. So I have enough supplies for now. Com directory. Perfect. Relationship with Hegemony improved by 2. Relationship with Frost Fernandez improved by 4.
Huzzah, you did it.
Still neutral, though. There's a chime in the background. Is there a problem? Yes, the system estimates it'd take about a cycle to analyze the data and come up with a stabilization algorithm. Naturally, by then, the data would be out of date and any algorithm based on it meaningless. If we had an AI core on hand, we could analyze the data more quickly. Fortunately, there's a survey probe somewhere in this system, one left over from the initial exploration of the sector by the domain. It should have at least one AI core serving as its brain. Okay. Where is it, and why hasn't it been salvaged before? To answer your second question, domain artifacts are usually protected by automated defenses that still function in this day. And this probe is no exception, and the hegemony generally forbids civilian interference with domain artifacts for the sake of public safety, of course. Desperate times, however. As to where it is, data indicates it's somewhere beyond the orbit of Pontus. Get there, okay. Activate sensor burst. Great. Head towards it, perform salvage, bring back AI core. Great. So I can activate a sensor burst. Okay. I think I can do that. Sensor burst is now on where? 3. Okay. It's on 3. Let's see here. Pontus. We're going to Pontus, folks. It's a gas giant.
It sure is.
My little ships traveling through. Oh, hey, there's a star. Are we going to all burn up in the star? Oh, they're going to automatically
Lame.
They're not going to just go into the thing? Well, that's annoying. They should totally go into the sun. That would be amazing. Alright, I think we're... Is this Pontus? This is Pontus. Okay. Oh, you could establish a colony? I guess I can't right now. Oh, establishing a colony here is not an option. Oh, thanks. Thanks for that. Okay. Well, we're not actually landing here. What we're going to be doing is taking 3 and activating a sensor burst. Can you go over here? Cool down. Just checking things out over here. Seeing what's out here. I feel like there might be something out this way. What was this, the oldest and most prestigious independent university institution. Can I go there? Oh, okay. As you
going to school.
Yay! Apologies, Captain. The academy is closed during the crisis. I have to ask you to leave immediately. Well, what's going on? I suppose you're technically in the chain of command as an auxiliary. Right. We arrested the provost of the academy on a screen full of charges, endangering space infrastructure, negligence of habitability protocols, gross conspiracy to manipulate unauthorized technologies. It goes on. And by old Earth, you note his jaw clenching unconsciously. He's earned it. Why, what did he do? We were briefed about the experiment. It was only supposed to cause a minor increase in comms noise, maybe some odd readings near the jump points. Nothing like this. Obviously, something more was going on. Something big enough that the provost had to know about it. And the lieutenant's adjutant whispers in his ear again. If you're not mistaken, there is shouting in the background, barely picked up by the lieutenant's handheld comm unit. The mob grows restless, the lieutenant says with a joyless smile. He barks some orders to someone. The hollow feed jostles and flickers with static as they begin to move. We'll chat later, Captain. I'll buy you a pint of Coatl Station. On Coatl Station. Someday, if you can get us there, get us out of this mess. Coatl? Can I pet the Coatl? Thank you.
Maybe.
That'd be awesome.
Now, is the station a Coatl, or is it named after one?
Apparently it's named after one. Hold on. Hold up. Just looking around here. Doing sensor bursts, seeing if we can find this thing. Not having the best of luck. Maybe it's in the rings. I think it might probably be.
What is it specifically?
It is, well, let me go to Intel. So, I need to find a derelict probe. They say that there's a domain-era survey probe outside the orbit of Pontus. If salvaged, it's likely to yield a gamma AI core. So I need to approach the probe and salvage it. It's likely that you will have to overcome some automated defenses first. Go to Pontus, head out towards the asteroid belt. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Should it be that probe thing on your mini-map? Towards the right, or?
On the mini-map? No. It should be over here. I gotta go over here, and then I gotta try a sensor burst and see if I can find this probe. Maybe it's this. Oh. Whoa, what was that? I'm out of supplies again. I'm breaking orbit. I want to break orbit. Maybe it's outside the orbit here. Come on, guys. Where's the thing? I've used up all my supplies that took half my money just to get out of here for your stupid derelict probe. I'm outside the orbit. Ow. Some of the ships are low on combat ready. Well, yeah, because... Can I resume repairs? Well, no, probably not because I don't have any supplies. I just want to find the derelict ship. Anything? Anything? Oh, wait. While I'm here. Is this a debris field? Can I scavenge? No, I'm not in the debris field. Okay. Thought maybe I could get some supplies while I'm out here. Is it the asteroid belt around the thing? Well, I don't have much I can do about that right now. I have to find this thing.
Is it the thing out to the right where I said on your minimap where it looks like a probe? You know, a yellow thing?
The yellow thing. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Maybe. I'll go over there.
Thing I said, and then you're like, no, it's over this way.
Well, I didn't see it on the minimap.
Yeah, you weren't looking.
Please don't show this again. It's not going to make it any easier for me. I don't have any supplies, and I bought 40 supplies. It took up, like, all my money to do that. Now I'm out here. Is it this? That's an Ankara relay.
I'm scanning anyways.
Let's try it. Maybe this is it. Okay. Okay, yes. Okay.
Was it that thing that I said I thought it was?
It's that thing that you said it was. Yeah.
Let me go. Don't have a game.
Yeah. Can I install a comm sniffer? Or break it for salvage? No, put it on. Okay. Installing a comm sniffer will give you access to local intel. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay. Soft chime as it indicates that... Okay. Now I have intel. So that's helpful. Security detachment. Oh, this must be the...
Automated defenses.
The hegemony fleet... Oh, it's aware of your identity due to your fleet's transponder. Open a comm link. Oh, they want me to surrender, huh? Can I disengage? I can't do anything about that right now. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. Right? Resume repairs.
What'd you do?
It says that my combat readiness is low, probably because I don't have any supplies, but there's not really anything I can do about that. Right now, resume repairs. Supplies needed for repairs 13. I have 0 supplies, so what do you guys want me to do? I can't fix this thing that you're telling me about.
Everyone's gonna die.
Let me save.
No supply saving.
No supply save. Well, okay, but there's like there's nothing I can do about that.
So I'm not a big fan of when like games have like mandatory supply needs like that and they just kind of run out.
Well, yeah, that's not, especially when I have like a fleet. I feel like this would have been way better if they didn't start you off with like a fleet that has high supply demands and stuff. Like, can I salvage? Assess. Begin salvage operations, I guess. Yeah, take everything. There, I got 2 supplies. There, well, we unable to continue ongoing supply, okay. Hey, I got a couple. I got a couple supplies here.
Supplies from? Well, you're already out of supplies.
From scavenging. Because if you go to like asteroid systems and stuff, like if you go to any places where there's debris fields, you can scavenge there and try your hand at. Yeah, I understand that. I just don't know what you want me to do. I could go and try and buy supplies, and they'll run out immediately with the money that I have. I'm trying to. Where's what retrieve? I'm still trying to. Oh wait. I haven't found the probe. That wasn't the probe. Okay. Apparently that wasn't the probe. That was a relay station, but it was not a probe.
Well, F in the chat for the probe.
F in the chat for the probe. Let me see if I can just find the probe. 3. Be great if there was. Oh, apparently I turned on emergency burn. Nope, I didn't. Yeah, okay. Can I turn it off now? I didn't really want to do that. Yeah, I'd love to, but I do not know where you want me to. Nope, not you guys. I don't want to be around you guys. You're gonna be mean to me. Oh my. Gas Giant scanned. Yeah, I know Gas Giant is scanned. I don't want to scan the. Oh my god. Can I. Okay. Just go away. I don't need you to be on my ass. Okay. Well, maybe I need to be further away from the. Maybe I need to be further away from this. Okay. Can you just leave me alone, please? Apparently not. Well, I don't know where... Oh, discovered. Oh, wait. Apparently we've discovered it. Finally. Oh, it's there. Go away!
Is that the Defense Force following
Yeah!
you?
Oh, there's a hostile... Oh. Yeah, they're following me, and now I can't... There, go away. They're following me, and I can't do... Okay. You guys going? Finally. I know, all my ships are damaged. Your fleet approaches. Okay. Pitted by small impacts, the probe's hull displays iridescent, typical of fearsome radiation scarring. A nearby hostile fleet is tracking your movements, making explore. Oh my god. Well, just... I'm gonna go dark. I'm going dark, and I'm getting...
You're in their sensor range.
Yeah, I know. Okay, we're gonna have to do an emergency burn so that you leave me alone so I can get this one thing done. Please. Oh, well... Go away. I'm not in your orbit. I'm not anywhere around you. I'm not your problem. Go away. Just leave. Just go. Are you leaving? Finally? Okay. I think they're going. I think they're going. This is just the tutorial.
It is. I would have probably quit by now.
Can I get to the actual game?
I think this is the actual game.
I'm gonna... I just... Oh my god. No, I want to play the actual game from the start and not the tutorial. This is...
Tutorial is the actual...
Okay. Engage automated defenses. Okay. Oh, now they want me to do... Okay. I guess... Sure. I know, but it's all I got. I don't really have... Okay. Can you take them out? Can you take him out? Can you do anything? Can you do full assault? Could you do that? Okay, so my condor is destroyed.
Nice.
That's great. That's good. Okay. I guess, yeah, order a full retreat. Is there anyone still around? Can I leave? Okay. Can I not do the tutorial?
So you don't want to learn how to play, you just want to fail forward.
I just want to like start from scratch, because sometimes you learn better than when they're trying. They say, would you like to learn high-end systems for the game? And it's like, no, I'd like to just play the game, is what it amounts to.
No.
That would be fun. Can I save? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's try something different here. Because I feel like they're trying to get... They're trying to put like a bunch more like things in your path than you would normally do. I'm gonna start exactly the same way that I started. We're gonna skip the tutorial, please. And we're going to just... Okay. Maneuverability and top speed. I did like that. And we're going to start the game. We're going to start the actual game.
Sure.
Alright. Here we go. So we've got ourselves a little system here. And we are... Bounty System Galatia. And we are in faction hegemony, and we are friendly right now. Okay. So let's take a look and see what we got going on here. Strike up a conversation with the shifty woman fiddling with the cybermod jack. Absolutely. Okay. The woman... Okay. You pretend to read the menu as the woman puts the jack down and explains that she saw your fleet come in. You look like someone who might find a use for the latest Persian League facility security codes. They'd change all the codes once you pulled this trick, of course, but breaching the security system at the right moment, she trails off, leaving you to complete the thought, it would give you a significant one-time advantage in a ground operation. And you'd have to use them soon, she says with a shrug. These codes get rotated, maybe once a month. Well, I don't have the money to buy that, ma'am. So, I guess no. Who's here? Who can I talk to? Who's here to help me? Everyone.
To help you, nobody.
No one. Yes. I'd like to be commissioned by the hegemony. No, I don't want to be commissioned by... I don't want to be locked down to the hegemony. What do I have for a little... cadre? I have a little stable of ships right now. The thing that I liked about, like, Escape Velocity is that basically they would just start you out. It was more about, like, having your one ship and exploring, and you would start with a shuttle. They, like, gave you a very basic shuttle, and you would just kind of, like, figure out if you wanted better ships or equipment or what kind of ships you wanted as time went on.
So really you're thinking more Everspace.
More like Everspace, yeah. Like, and that's true. I did play Everspace 2, and that has some of those elements, too, where you have those sort of things. I can take control of the relay. Can I? Will grant your in-system fleets and colonies benefits. The hegemony will certainly regard it as an act of war. Well, maybe I won't do that. The ISS Queen of Jupiter. And then I have these other ships. What are my repairs looking like? Where am I? What's happening? Ooh, there's a pirate station. I could go off and look at the pirates. I just was there. Asharu. Independent. Desert World. What about this? Hegemony Detachment. What's Desert World? Independent Control? Yeah, let me see what's going on with the independents outside of the hegemony. That's the emergency burn. Sustained burn is 5. Analyzing domain error probe. Faction 60,000 reward, 120 days to complete. Analyze a domain error probe. Oh, okay. Check my radar range, see what I have going on here. Okay. Your fleet transmits identification codes, and you're granted clearance. Oh yeah, what are my military options? The colony has no orbital station or nearby fleets to defend it. Consider an orbital bombardment of Asharu? Or launch a raid?
Do it for the fun.
Wait. Projected raid effectiveness 0%. Oh.
Maybe don't do it for the fun.
Consider orbital bombardment? Ground defense force. Okay. A bombardment requires 78 fuel. You have 142 fuel. Prepare a tactical... Huh. Okay.
What you do is you buy fuel.
Yeah.
If they have any.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let me just see here. Yeah. Let me just look, what do you guys have? Okay. What are we looking at here? You've got lots of things. Harpoons, broadswords. Autocannons. Lovely. What do these cost? Ooh, autocannon costs 3,600 per unit. And I own 0 of that weapon. Well, I don't like that at all. What's my fuel?
You don't like that you don't have any of them?
Yes. Okay, so, like, if I just want to buy this, let me just buy all the fuel. So, it'll cost me 7,000 if I buy all the fuel. Confirm. I have bought out all of their fuel. Now, let me go down, walk over to the shadowy booth to join the man with perfect posture. Okay. Oh, he has a mission for me. You are known to my organization as a capable and discreet operative. I am authorizing to propose a simple mission for you to carry out. Payment would be 37,000 credits.
That's a lot of credits.
As for the operation, enter a standard orbit of Citadel Arcadia in the Arcadia system. Then deploy the spy satellite package. It is critical that no patrols be tracking your fleet at this stage. Once deployed, the spy sat has stealth capabilities which make detection unlikely. Simple. Of course, my organization could not risk carrying out this mission with flagged vessels. That is why we have come to you. So I just have to get to Citadel Arcadia, deploy spy satellite, and no one can see that I'm there. Yeah, sure, I think I can do that. Alright, well, orbital bombardment's gonna have to wait for a second, Asharu. I gotta go take care of this thing. Intel. Here's my mission. Okay, yes. Can you show me where Citadel Asharu is? Okay. This is gonna make me probably pretty unpopular with the hegemony, I imagine. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Activating will cost 10 fuel. Well, I just bought a ton of fuel.
I thought that was gonna be like a freaking...
Oh, something would come through?
Like a star.
Your fleet has entered hyperspace. Ships travel in hyperspace use fuel in proportion to the distance traveled. Okay. Ooh. Oh no! One of your ships has taken damage and is combat ready. Oh no. Storm strikes can also make your... Okay, but an emergency burn lets your fleet get back on course more easily.
So I'm guessing you have to go through the black part of space, not the purple and stormy looking space.
That would probably be a good assessment. Yeah, let's see here. Okay. Where's my thing? No, not new. I don't need new. I need spy sat. Yeah, show me on the map. Citadel Arcadia. Back on course. You're not going anywhere. Why aren't you going anywhere?
Did you pause the game?
I have not.
Is there a pause button?
Oh, there's a pause button. By the way, there's a pause button. Can I...
You're going straight through the storm again.
I am. You're saying I probably want to not go through that. Oh. So... Hold on. I want to get to Arcadia. So this is where I have to go for Arcadia, right? you're pointing me that way are likely to give you trouble over that fact if you're spotted. Okay, well, I'll turn it on for now. Alright. We're back. Alright. And now that we're here, we need to... Yeah, it's right there, isn't it? Oh, ow. Okay. So now... Oh, I can repair my ship at the dockyard. That's kind of nice. 5 supplies. Okay. Alright. So I'm here. And what did I have to do when I was here?
So you need to be not broadcasting your transponder.
Mission, yeah. Deploy a spy sat in orbit of Citadel. Oh, okay.
And you need to not be seen by a fleet.
I have to not be around the fleet, and where do I launch the thing? Crew and cargo. Other. Where's the spy set? Next. Where is the spy set? Where is the spy? That's the only thing is like, okay, yeah, no, I'll launch it. I think I can do that. Oh, target location. Oh, okay. Okay, so I have to wait. Hi. So, while I'm here, can I just, yeah, can I begin salvage operations? I'll take all of that. Debris field. Okay. Can you go away for a minute?
I mean, do you have to be in a specific location?
This target location right here. Okay, my fleet was recently detected. Alright, so... I have to kind of... Alright. I kind of have to figure out where I'm gonna be. I guess I have to take that off and go dark, right? Excuse me. Oh. Okay. Alright, so they need... Okay, so I need my comlink on, but I also can't, or they'll just come after me. But I also need to not be... Can I establish a colony? Oh, cool. If you have enough resources available, I could actually establish a colony on this uninhabited ice giant.
Nice. By nice, you mean ice.
Ice, indeed. Maybe at some point. Maybe if I have enough resources. Okay, could you stop looking for me?
Are they looking for you, or are they just doing their job?
They're doing their job, but I really wish that they wouldn't. Ooh, what is this? Oh, okay, so consider ship recovery. Select ship to recover. Yeah, you. Okay, can I recover you? Begin salvage operations. Okay. Metals or 2 light machine guns. Oh, wow. I have? Oh, boy. Result is... Okay. Well, let's see. What is... I have, what, 200 or so more than I really need? What happens if I just put those away? Oh, okay. That's the most, that's the majority of my, Can I just, tab? Can I go by tens? Oh. Wait. I had picked up, like... Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Press and hold. There. Perfect. Alright. Confirm and continue. Some of the ships are dangerously low combat. Well, why don't they just get repaired? Oh, yes. It's because I have a new ship. I've added this Sigomo. Number of D mods. Oh, I can mothball them, I can scuttle them. Suspend repairs. You can refit them. Refitting a ship will cause it to lose some combat readiness. Oh, if you're refitting it in space. Ah, okay. This is where you would actually put on your things. Got it. I got an autocannon, many autocannons. Can we auto-fit? Assault, close combat. You can do many things here. Are there any other hard points on you? Mods and features. Auxiliary thrusters. Okay. Weapon groups. Okay, well, for now... Well, I could have hit F5, I guess. Game is paused. Okay. Resume, please. Okay. Okay. Oh, you guys are going away. Come on. Go away. Just... I'm doing stuff here, folks. Okay, so how am I supposed to drop this spy set? Do I have to... Hold on. Maybe if I go over here, and I turn off my comms array, and I go dark.
He's going dark. Darkness. Oh, they're coming to find you again.
Yeah. I'm going dark. I'm going dark, everybody. Oh, great. Now there's this giant-ass fleet right here. Okay, no. Okay, I gotta... We're outside their range. Oh, they went away. Okay. Kinda. Oh, okay, right there. Alright, so... Maybe... They're all going away. So maybe... Oh, no. No. They're there. Come on, I want to get to the damn plane. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Come on. No. 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 How am I supposed to get to the thing?
Gotta be quick and sneaky.
Yeah, but the problem is that your speed goes down to like nothing the second that I go dark. So
Can you not do a sustained burn on your gone dark?
well, let's I guess it's worth trying out.
Did you not try that?
Sustained burn. There, I'm in sustained burn territory and I'm dark. And they'll just do an emergency burn. Can I talk my way? I can't talk my way. Okay, so I can do... I'm doing a sustained burn. My transponder is on. Can I still, if my transponder is on... Can I still... Like... Can I just get up to
Like,
them?
turn it off, drop it, and go?
Maybe, like... Here. Just go. Just, no. Nope. This guy really doesn't like me.
He sure does not.
Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to, do something. Oh, can I just go over here? Come here. Go there. Where are we? What are we doing? Oh, here we are. Follow me, everybody. Okay. No, don't attack my ship! Oh, well. Okay. Where? Okay, don't attack my... Hey! Oh, okay. Where's the rest of my ships? Where's the rest of my ships?
What do you mean the rest?
Well, I have a bunch of... Oh, oh, apparently they were destroyed. Okay. Apparently my ships were destroyed. Okay, what about... No, come on. Get in there! Why... Why are you... Okay. Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. My maneuverability on this is just... It's just horrible. Can I drop the spy satellite now?
No, you're being assaulted.
I can't outmaneuver them. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. I guess what I'm gonna do is die.
Yeah, that sounds about like what you're doing.
Is there... I have other ships. Oh, that's just... Oh. Do I have other ships? No. Can I not look up? Paused. I don't... Yeah. I'm unpaused? Okay, I'm unpaused. I'm unpaused. Hold on. Yeah. Alright. How do I choose a new... Yeah, you. You. Transfer command. Here I go. Transfer command to... Oh. Oh. That worked.
Did it?
Relationship with the hegemony reduced by 60.
Hostile. Nice.
After a while, you're picked up by a passing salvage fleet and taken back to civilization. Eventually, you acquire another couple of craft and are able to fly the space lanes again. Oh, okay. We're back, baby. Of course, we're back with, can I see my fleet? Oh, well. This is impressive. I guess
you did say you wanted to have a smaller fleet.
I did say I wanted to have a smaller fleet. I've done that. 120 days. Wait. Survey gas giant. I could probably do that. Yeah. Screw you. I don't want to do your stupid spy sat thing. New. What's this? Survey a gas giant? Yes, I'll accept that. Show me on the map. Where is it? Where's it on the map? Here? Okay. Lay course. There. We're gonna go scavenge. You're gonna pay me more to do the scavenging mission. They're going to pay me more, okay, to just scan the giant than that guy was to make me drop the spy satellite. Figure that out. Oh my god.
Doing great.
I want to not be here. I'd like to leave now, please. Can I just run away? Oh, well, my... Yeah, okay. Okay, great, yep. Okay, so...
Hey, here's a question. What difficulty did you have this one on?
Normal.
Oh. Wasn't there an easy mode?
There was an easy mode, yes.
I think you might need easy mode.
Apparently, I'll need easy mode.
At least until you learn how to play the game.
At least until I've learned how to play the game. Well, luckily, that whole thing of me getting disabled was apparently they just wanted to take some of my money.
Oh, good.
So they've effectively now taken my... Would you just take my money? If that's what you want to do, just take my money. Clean disengage. Clean How do I disengage? How do I tell them that I'd like to not be engaged with this?
I don't want to be here anymore.
I don't want to be here anymore. Okay, just...
Mom, I'm scared. Come pick me up.
I'm somewhere where I don't know where I am.
Have you ever played RimWorld?
I've seen. I think I've seen you play RimWorld. One of these days, yeah, this reminds
me of
RimWorld, but with
first learning how to play RimWorld.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great game. Your first 100 hours are going to be constantly dying and starting new games.
That reminds me of Kenshi. Another one that has that same kind of thing. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of interesting things you could do in this game. Boy, howdy, you're screwed the second you get in there, though.
See, I don't mind when games have a learning curve. I mind when the learning curve starts the second you open the game.
Yeah, I could...
They really don't like you.
Escape velocity did not have a learning curve. Escape velocity was like, here's your shuttle. Okay, land here. Hey, somebody has a mission. Just run this cargo to this other planet. Cool, you ran it to that planet. Would you like to pick something up here? It's very straightforward. Very, very simple.
When's that game from?
1990?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was great.
Sure.
it was great because by the end, though, Alex, you have to understand is that you could get yourself fleets. You could disable other ships. You could take over entire planets. You got involved in a whole thing between the Confederation and the Rebellion. You could get faction ships. You could outfit your individual ships and decide what kind of missions you wanted to take on and go into uncharted territory. And, you could do
here.
It's probably a lot of things that you could probably do in this game, but it's starting you off with like just a lot of things before it gets there. Fuel. Laying into cars for the Janjala jump point.
You're almost out of supplies, too.
Yeah, that's probably from the continuously dying part.
What now?
It might be. Is it? Oh yeah, what are you guys?
Hopefully not from the hegemony.
They're from the hegemony. There's like 7,000 ships. I'm getting increasingly like smaller, sadder little ships every time I die.
They're like, we're not really confident in your ability to pilot these anymore, so have a dinky little guy.
We're gonna exit the campaign because that's a non-starter. I can't do anything. They're just gonna constantly come at me. So that's a problem. I'm not loving how that's going.
Well, you could start easy on easy mode.
Yeah.
Or tutorial. Or you can call it here and give up.
I could always just give up. Giving up is always good. Oh, a kite class shuttle under the command of experienced ordnance or a class drone. Okay. Easy. Let's try this.
I find if I don't immediately, like with Claire Expedition, for instance, if I don't immediately have the ability to grasp onto or can't like just get used to controls right away, I would rather swap it to an easy mode for me so I can learn them and get used to them than just continue to struggle.
Oh, sure, sure, sure.
Because like with Claire Expedition, it was the timing. I was like, okay, I'm not used to this. I'm gonna put on story mode, and then I was like, all right, well now I'm getting the hang of it. Story mode's too easy, so you can swap it back.
Right. Bounty Hunter. Kite Class Shuttle. Skip. Start game. That's what I didn't hit. I didn't hit start game. But now with the Bounty Hunter, it says you can start with a shuttle. Oh, okay. Now I'm starting with an actual shuttle. Here's Jinjala. It's a jungle world. Okay. There's a guy with a cheap business suit, although it looks like it's just a, space suit.
Yeah.
I need to clear out a warehouse as soon as possible. Right now it's full of 500 units of food. If you could help me get rid of it, I'd accept a price as low as 9 cents per unit. Oh, okay. Your fleet's cargo holds are currently full. That's too bad. Food would be a good commodity. I'm gonna still accept it so that I can go and look at trade goods. 500 food. Okay. Okay, can I sell this? I'd receive that much. Abort. Oof, jeez, yeah. So 500 food, that's going to be 500 units. I paid 3,000, something like that.
You just got fleeced.
No, I mean I can still receive 3,400 for it. I guess there's that. But if I could have moved it to another system, that would have been good. What are we looking at for... What do we have here? Crew, 100 units. Okay. Price is 12 cents for... Okay, well, we'll confirm. I guess I made something on that. I still made something on that. So...
You made 500 cigarettes?
I made about 500 cigarettes. I guess there's something. Can't go wrong with 500 cigarettes. Alright. Dockside bar. There's nobody else in the dockside bar. Is there anything else? Man, yeah, excessive stockpile. So, yeah, they have organics and... Yeah, if you had space in your cargo hold, which I do not, but if I could get a better runner, stuff like this is where you're really in good shape. Buy some of the stuff like food, stuff they have surpluses on, and find places where they have deficits, and then sell it off. You could make...
You can do that in Elite Dangerous, too.
Yeah. I think you can do that in most games. You could do that in Escape Velocity. You can do that in Endless Sky, actually.
Well, in Elite Dangerous, you can just get a big old cargo ship, become a cargo runner.
Oh, sure.
In fact, you can get a cargo ship, and then you can also get a mining ship, and you can, like, you were up fleeting it up with somebody or just squatting it up with someone. You'd have someone set up to mine and refine it and jettison it so you can cargo it.
Oh. Intriguing.
Yeah.
That's an intriguing idea.
Or you could even have somebody set up, like, if it's a hotspot mining thing, depending on what you're doing, you could be like, all right, well, I'm gonna mine, I need someone for defense.
Oh, sure.
Because sometimes in the hazardous areas, pirates will come at you, or if you're in open play, then players can come at you.
Right.
So
Right now, though, I'm going to try the very odd thing of just kind of like exploring around. Oh.
right up until you get exploded.
Well, we'll deploy all the ships, but let's see what we got going on here.
It's a lot of pirate ship.
That's a lot of pirate ships. They're coming for me.
Are you running from them?
I think I'm running from them. I don't know. Am I running from them?
I do not know.
Cancel your assignment. Go towards them. Why aren't you following my orders? You have to attack. You have to do something. You can't just run forever. You have to eventually... Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving?
Doing great.
Just go toward waypoint. Yeah, waypoints. There. Okay. Well, I guess. Oh, my relationship with the pirates got reduced.
Oh no.
Okay. Can I do something? I'm gonna quit out of this game, but I'm gonna I'm gonna show you something for contrast. Cause I want. Hold on. Cause I think I have this. I think I already have this loaded. We've seen now Starsector. So we understand the mechanics of Starsector. Well, we don't understand the mechanics of Starsector.
I was going to say, do we understand the mechanics of Starsector?
We don't understand the mechanics of Starsector. But can I go play something just to kind of give you an idea of like more? I think more of like what I thought. Oh, do I actually have that on Steam? I guess I have it on Steam. Hold on. This is just going to be a moment.
So, what you're saying is you bought this game and it wasn't what you expected it would be?
It is not the kind of thing that I thought it was going to be. Not that I don't appreciate what it is, but it's not what I was expecting it to be. What I'm going to show you, though... Hold on. Okay. I'm going to open something up.
Sure.
I'm gonna open something out.
You'll have to swap your streaming software to be able to also show that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna change the screen, but let me just do something here.
Sure. Let me just click this button. Never heard of this one. Maybe I've heard of it.
Maybe you've heard of it? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to stay in this size screen or not, but I'm going to assume that it does. Okay. Can I manage pilots? Can I have a new pilot? Yeah, just Endless Sky. That's fine. Start a new game. Alright. Alright. So, Endless Sky, for the record, Was basically like an open source project to do the same basic mechanics of a of escape velocity or similar old school ones like that. But they made basically like an open source version of it. You can get it on Steam, and
Sure.
for the
Can you can
record, you
you
can get it on. Yes.
can
What?
you do me a favor and just reshare your screen over here because it's tweaking out
Okay.
on Discord.
On Discord. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Thanks.
Here. All right. Is it working now?
Sec. No.
No.
You may need to put it into borderless windowed mode for me.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh wait, now it's working. Never mind.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Don't know what it's doing, but
Anyway, so first name, we're just going to go with. I already had gaps. We'll go with Luxa. Uh, Elevator is so well tuned. So basically, we just went to the bank and we got a loan so that we can get ourselves a shuttle.
sure.
The elevator is
As you do.
so well tuned that you do not realize it is moving until it has deposited you back in the lobby. But as you leave the bank, you are smiling. This crazy adventure suddenly feels real to you. You are going to do it. You are finally going to get off this planet. Compared to the bank, you feel much more at home in the shipyard, walking among the rusted out hulks and newer ships that gleam in the sunlight. You smell grease and dirt and rocket fuel. Wonderful smells. There are 3 ship models within your price range. Which one you choose will determine your future. And we are now at the shipyard. And we basically have ourselves some options with the money that we have. We have 480,000 credits is what we're given as a base. Now, this economy is a lot different than Escape Velocity. I think that, initial ships are like maybe 10,000, but they also just give you a shuttle and like 5,000 credits or something. It's
Right.
basically it. So basically, you have a cluster of cargo containers. They are too slow to evade. Any attacker star barges are a common target for pirates. So this is basically like a bulk freighter. You've got your intercept or light freighter, I guess. You have your interceptor, so you have basically your small dogfighter, and you have your transport, which is your typical one that you would start with, which is basically there to rapid transport for mostly passenger ships, which for reasons that I normally do is going to be what we use here. We are going to call this the Valiant.
The Valiant?
The Valiant. Like Prince Valiant. And also, the Valiant, I'm thinking of, oh, shoot, no, I was thinking Defiant. I was thinking Star Trek. Anyway, doesn't matter.
I would name it the Rambunctious.
It is also the Rambunctious. We could probably change its name.
Have I ever told you the names of my ships nearly dangerous?
The Irritable Bowel, the
So
inflamed. Yep, yep.
So I have several. I have several ships. I have a Crate Phantom, which I named the Phantom Menace.
Okay. Yeah,
I have
I
a
see what you're
Crate
going.
Mark II, which I named Alexander the Crate. I have a
Okay.
I forget what Diamondback Explorer, which I named Fjord.
Okay.
So it's Diamondback Fjord Explorer.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what
Yeah.
I'm doing?
Yeah, you're doing puns.
Yeah.
I get
I do
this.
great puns.
Well, that's up for debate. Anyway.
I have a mining ship I named Minor Inconvenience.
Oh, I thought you were going to name it something much darker than that. Okay, good. Minor
No,
inconvenience. Okay.
I don't remember the rest of them right now.
Okay.
So you've been saved.
Okay, good. Anyway, for people who weren't noticing, the text that came up was basically there's this old timer, his name is James, and in very traditional fashion, this is also something that happens in Escape Velocity. Basically, an old timer comes up to you at the beginning, kind of like goes, yeah, seems like you spent a lot of money on that ship. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna help you out for a minute. Can you get me to this other system? I'll pay you a little bit money. You can take me to the other system. That would be great. Gives you first job. And you say, yeah, sure, why not? And this is also the part where you can hire crew if you need to hire crew. You have a shipyard right here. We've already gone over that. There's an outfitter where we have cargo management. You can kind of tell this is a little bit more detailed and menu heavy than Escape Velocity was, but gives you an
Escape
idea.
Velocity or the game you played?
Well, both. Well, Escape Velocity is much simpler. I would say
Sure.
that
I've never seen Escape
Starsector.
Velocity,
Okay,
so that doesn't help me.
okay, that's fine. Um, but this is more detailed information about your ship than Escape Velocity would have had, but not necessarily Starsector. But anyway, this is your outfitter shop, so this is where you could add on weapons if you have the gun ports necessary or weapon capacity. You know, there's a few different things that uh, determine like what you can do. This is also where if you wanted to put on things, allows you to scan the cargo ships. Sure, fuel cells. This is stuff that would increase your uh, hyperspace, I believe. What is this? Energy output, heat output. Yeah, this is mostly so that you can hyperdrive faster without needing to refuel. Engines, which are going to improve your maneuverability. You can get a local map for 1,000, which actually you might as well buy because it's cheap. Already have a pilot's license for the Republic, so we're all good there. You have a job board right here, and this is stuff where they'll show you the local system here, and they'll be like, yeah, here's some deliveries. If you have the space, they'll tell you how much cargo is necessary in the passenger bunks. If you got that, you could take these on. Sometimes there will be a time limit for it. Bring passengers to these areas. Here's rush deliveries if you want to make some more money, but you got to do it in a time limit. But at any rate, we're just going to, and then you can go to the bank, you can go to the spaceport, all of
Take
that
out
stuff.
a loan.
You can do that. Here's the trading hub too. So this is like the commodities market. So if you have space in your cargo hold, if you wanted to, you could look at what the price is. They'll kind of give you an idea of like relatively how much it is on the general market. Buy low, sell high. Pretty simple there. And but right now we're going to just depart. I have also had to pay 2,500 in mortgages
Mortgage.
because I still very much have mortgages.
It's on your spaceship.
I have mortgages on my spaceship. Yes. I took out a big
I
ass
never
loan.
considered this about space.
Never considered that you might have mortgages in space. You should watch
Yeah.
The Expanse. Believe me, you'll get it. But at any rate,
Well, 500 cigarettes should pay for the mortgage.
500 cigarettes absolutely should pay for that. We're gonna go to the map. Can I look at my mission? Oh, that's just my map. I need to go to Arcturus? Wait, no, that's not where I needed to go. Hold on.
Archibald.
Merchant ship. Whoa. Look at how far out and about I am.
Dang, son.
There's nothing out here. The only way to get to another star system is by hyperspace jump. Yes, I am aware of that. This should be my hyperspace jumps. I believe I can do 4 at a time. Merchant Souls in Dusk. Someone placed a blue phone booth in my cargo hold and claimed to be a time traveler. Oh, you gotta be careful about that. Alright. Missions. Yeah. Does it tell me where my missions are? Available jobs. Passenger to New Greenland. That's my current mission. New Greenland is right there in the Arcturus system. Boom. So what I gotta do is I am tied in for that. Hyperspace to Arcturus. If I am far enough away, I should be able to... Hold on. What do I click for hyperspace? What do I click for the hyperspace route? Hold on. Let me just press a bunch of things.
H for hyperspace.
No. J. Sorry.
I was gonna say Nearly Dangerous is J.
Yeah, jump. Alright. So we are now in the new sector. Okay, cool. And we are going to look here on New Greenland. And we should be able to press L to land. There we go. As you land on New Greenland, James says, "Congrats on your first trip through hyperspace. I'm impressed that you didn't throw up. Most folks do the first time." Including you, you ask? Yeah, and then spent half an hour in orbit cleaning my cabin while hoping the passengers wouldn't come out of their bunk room and see the mess. Not my proudest moment. Anyway, here's your payment, and he hands you 10,000 credits. Adds, "If you're okay with giving me a lift for a while longer, sell off any of that cargo you bought and meet me in the spaceport. I'll see if I can rustle up an interesting work for you to do." Click the spaceport button. Yeah, okay. So we go to the spaceport button, and you're absolutely sure that your shuttle was not designed to fit 9 people, including yourself, but if they're willing to squeeze into the available 5 bunks, you've got no reason to discourage them. Okay, good.
So true.
Yes. So we've gotten that. I believe that we are looking at... I need to transport the family to New China, which I believe... Where is China? New China? Usually they'll just... Oh, it's up here. Okay. You can usually just lock in a route. Passenger...
Maybe you don't have your nav computer yet.
I haven't unlocked the systems, I think is what it amounts to. Like, I could... Like, what I could do is I could say, "Can you get me here?" And then I can jump through a couple systems. For instance... Hold on.
I know with Elite Dangerous, you can have like an autopilot.
Oh,
for
sure.
some of it, it's a little bit. It's slower than doing it manually, but you can have an auto.
Yeah. But
for some of it,
if you've logged in multiple systems, you can indeed do this.
But you can also set your route for like hundreds of waypoints in Elite as well.
Sure. I just
like,
have to...
Because like what I'll do, I'll be like, I'm gonna go here, which is 3,000 light years away, in like 150 jumps. Like, let's go.
I will have to land on an actual planet though, because I am actually out of fuel. It would be really good if I...
We'll have to do some Elite Dangerous sometime.
Sure. Alright, I have fuel, so I'm all set now. But the Republic is currently seemingly under some attacking going on here. If you get it far enough out of the system, we're going to be able to jump. This is probably the closest approximation to escape velocity that exists in the modern era. More or less. The factions are different and everything, but generally, this is pretty close. Let's see here. Landing on New China. There are multiple. Sometimes there are multiple places in the system. Along the journey, you learn that the family you are transporting are named the Hendersons, and that they are moving to New China mostly because they hope the urban setting will be better for their kids than New Greenland, where they were hardly any children at all, and their village only had a few thousand people in it. The grandmother, Olivia, has also been chattering nonstop about how excited she is about being on a world where she can actually go sunbathing. I've gotten much too old for snowshoeing, she says. You say goodbye to them and wish them well, and it's agreed they pay you 40,000 credits. You are already well on your way to paying down your mortgage. As James leaves the ship, he says again, if you're okay with continuing to give me a ride, meet me in the spaceport. This is also the part where you could pay down some of your debt, because right now my principal is 474,000.
Sounds about right.
Yep. So there's that. So basically, your payment right now that you're making is like every day you're paying you're paying 2,500 for your interest rate, and my credit score is 410. I do not qualify for further loans at this time, though. So there is that. But I do have 165,000. Yeah. Entering 1M to pay off. Okay. Yeah, can I pay 100,000? I can. Okay, that significantly reduces my payment.
There you go.
Okay. But I will go to the spaceport, and James, this is pretty much, this initial series of missions is pretty much lifted directly from Escape Velocity.
Now, were the Hendersons from, like, Meet the Hendersons?
Yes. The same family. They were the same family. Actually, same family as Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah, that might have been what it meant.
Well, there was, I believe there was also a Meet the Hendersons, but I don't know if they were connected at all. It doesn't.
I don't know that I've seen either, honestly. But I know the reference, kind of.
Yes. Okay. So, shuttle in a couple more people. This is Chuck and Sarah and their son Carl. Let's help them carry their luggage to your ship. As you begin walking back slightly ahead of them, James whispers to you, tourists are always a good way to make money. They're on vacation, so they don't mind paying a bit extra, but no point in your cargo space going to waste. So let's look to the job board, see if there are any delivery money missions we can run at the same time. And if you want to be a little safer, should we come across any pirates, sell off any offensive weapons you might have. It might seem counterintuitive, but being unarmed makes you less of a target to pirates if there are others in the system that they could be defending themselves against. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're just going to look to... we got to go to Earth. We finally got... Welcome to Earth. We're going to go to Earth, and we're going to just look. We're going to go to Seoul. So this is our map, and that's these are the systems we got to go through. I only have 4 jumps, so we will have to refuel at some point, but I can look and see. Yep, that would also be good. Can I just accept that one? And are there any other... I don't have the cargo requirements. That's why they're grayed out. I don't have the cargo requirements for something else. But at least I can get a couple passenger missions to Earth so that I can do them in tandem, because this one is going to pay me 15,000, this one's going to pay me 9. So I get 2 for the price of 1. I'm not going to go out of my way for those. But when we leave this system, if we need to, I do like the fact that they actually let you hyperdrive out immediately, even from one of the planets, because that is actually something that you could not do in Escape Velocity. You had to be far enough away from the center of the system before they would let you do that. I am, however, going to come down here. We've refueled. Great. And can I just look at the job board? Star map will quickly become a very powerful tool. Clicking on a distant system will automatically plot the quickest route to it, and you can shift click on systems to plot a route between them. Control click to select a system without setting a route to it. Okay. Is there anything on my way that I can take? No. Not really. Oh, Calf. Is that any good at all? It's, I have 20 tons of free cargo space. This would be 12 tons of diamonds. Ooh. I'll accept that. Because maybe I can do it after I get to Sol. Okay. We're just going to take this and go. I do like the idea, though, that your main objective in this, especially at the beginning, is can you get out of debt? Which is one of the fun things that I think you had in, what was it, Moonlighter? Or a few of those games. Where it's like, yeah, your main mission now is you've gotten yourself into a lot of debt. We have to figure out how you get out of it. Alright. When you find James, he's standing by a window looking out at the city. This is it. Where our race began, the world that all the tourists want to visit, and the one that no one wants to live on. 20 billion people, more industry and exports than any other place in the galaxy, but underneath it all, poverty is of a completely different sort than what you've got in the dirt belt. After taking one last glance out the window, he says, anyway, we're nearing my destination. Are you willing to take me on one last trip? I need to get to Hestia in the Toledo system, and of course I'll pay you. So we are going to go. It's one of the paradise worlds, terraformed to have a perfect climate, accessible only to the very wealthy. You wonder where James is going to be able to fit in there. He's going to fit in there with sass. He's going to hit it with some sass. Okay, Hestia's over this way. And what they've done is conveniently... I'll go and take care of this cargo run for a second, but... They've conveniently done little hash marks at the other systems that I have available here on the thing. So we're going to just take one little jaunt so I can drop off this money. And we're going to see if we can land on Reunion. And I dropped off my cargo. I feel so accomplished now. Hold on. Is there something that's actually in this system? No? Oh. Harvested tungsten. Because you can do mining and that kind of stuff too, if you needed to.
If you have the right materials on your ship for it, I assume.
If you have a mining beam. That's basically what it amounts to, is that you can get, like, mining beams and stuff like that. But for now, let's just see if I can jump to the closest inhabited system to my destination. Because realistically, I'm gonna have to refuel. There are some, usually there's some longer distance, you know, shuttles and transports, and there's also the possibility of getting additional fuel cells, additional fuel pieces here. Anything that I can get to? No? I'm gonna have to go... Oh, I'm over here. Why'd I go there?
Why did you go there?
I'm not a very smart man, is why. I'm not very smart. I'm not very smart. That's pretty much... That's pretty much...
Say it.
You didn't say it, no. You did not say it, and you should... Oh,
I'm not very smart.
I also was not very smart. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, we got... Somebody's coming for me. No, I'm landing. Hopefully the Republic fleet will deal with you. Uninstalling and storing. Yeah, you can uninstall outfits directly from planetary storage by pressing U. So yeah, mining laser. Yeah, if you have a gun port and you have the outfit space needed and the mass and everything, then you can take on a mining laser and you can blow up asteroids and collect resources from it. You also have, if you have turrets, which larger ships usually do, you have some turret options here. You can get missile pods. You need gun ports for those, but you can have missiles. You can get the ammunition for those. Those are ammunition pieces. What I was looking for, though, is to see if I can just buy the local map. Oh, also, you can get hand rifles. Just to upgrade for your crew, because you can board disabled ships.
I
And
was gonna say
try
I don't
to...
think they'd work very well shooting out the windows.
No. Yeah, they're for defense against pirates, either if you're getting boarded or if you're boarding other ships that are disabled. Sometimes you run across disabled ships in the vastness of space, and you can land on them and see if there's anything to salvage, or maybe you can even recover the ship itself. But in the meantime, now that I have gotten this... Ooh. How am I getting to Pollux? Not that way. I'm going to say... Well, I should be able to go... Oh, man. No. Take that off. It thought I was going to set 2 different waypoints there. I'm not going to. I'm going to go over here. Does it say if I have an outfitter? I have an outfitter there. Okay. Hold on. I'll pick up a local map there. Is this my heat? Remember when I was in heat?
No, don't ever say it again.
I mean the movie.
Still don't say that again either.
Okay. You didn't know that I was in a movie with Al Pacino?
No, didn't think so.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty special that way. Occasionally you reach the point where it's sporadically overheating and shutting down. In that case, you may need to install one of these. Cooling ducts, yeah. You'd also get shield generator, which I already have one of those. This is a step up from the smallest fuel cells, providing enough energy to power a few small guns in addition to your engines. You also have battery packs, which, what is this? I believe it will tell me energy capacity of 4,000. Energy capacity of 4,000. Right now I have a fuel capacity of 400. That's not the same thing. I need fuel. Basically 100 fuel for each jump. I believe some of these outfit shops will also offer fuel scoops so that you can, from like asteroid belts and stuff, you can passively get fuel.
Yeah. Really dangerous, you would be scooping from the stars.
Yeah, that's essentially what your fuel scoop is for.
I always have a fuel scoop on any of my explorers.
Oh yeah, because you need that in case you just end up in the vastness of space.
Well, with an explorer, you are specifically going to the vastness of space.
Right. Alright. As you are piloting your ship down to land on Hestia, James disappears into his bunk room. After the ship has landed, he comes out no longer in a grease-stained coveralls he's been wearing up until now, but in a suit. As a lifelong textile worker, you automatically note that the suit is made of real wood. very finely of real wool. Oh, okay. That makes more
Oh, yeah, that
sense.
makes way more sense.
Yeah. I
I was
was
gonna
like,
say wooden
wooden
suits are
suit?
crazy.
Don't do that. Sila Foxland's on it. Very finely woven, and that it has been tailored to fit him. He smooths down the front of the suit distractedly and then looks at his hands as if unsure of where to put them. How do I look? Like a millionaire. Well, that's the other thing about being a captain, he said. You can get filthy rich. There's an awkward pause. You're unsure how to respond. Then he says, thing is, this here planet is one of the most exclusive retirement communities in the galaxy. Plenty of the locals are probably worth more than 1 billion credits, but they're mostly financial or business types or old money. I'm rich enough to be here, but I just hope they're willing to socialize with someone who made his fortune flying a ship. Before you go, is there anything else you'd like to ask me about? Yeah. Where have you met aliens? Yes. I've spoken with the Quarg a few times, but what captain hasn't? You'll find them down south by Terrazed. Haven't met any other aliens. As far as I'm aware, that is, but I'm sure they're out there if you go looking hard enough. I've explored all of Republic space in my many years, but there are far more systems out there that we don't even know how to reach. Alright. Yes, one of the things that happens toward the end of the quest lines, like in Escape Velocity, is that there's an alien species with crafts that have reappeared, and you have to deal with that. So that's
By
that's
murder,
like
I assume.
yes. And I think there was this one in very similar fashion actually also relies pretty heavily on like mods. Escape Velocity had a whole plugin system, so other creators could actually create plugins that would go into folders. This has more of a straightforward mod system that you can interact with, where people can build mods and basically build whole different experiences inside of this. Someone might have rebuilt Escape Velocity. But now we're here, and you can go to your outfitter and see that we have a few different things here. You get toward the outside of the systems. Here's a fuel pod. If you want to extend your fuel capacity by like 100, you could do that. Trying to think if I have. Does it mention how much I have for? Oh yes, here's my outspace. Outspace? Outfit.
Outspace.
I have 8. Like if I buy this for 20,000, yeah, that's the last of my outfit space, but you can make 5 jumps without stopping. For the Valiant. Out of curiosity, do we have a spaceport? Oh, a woman trying to flag me down? My darling
Flag her down instead.
My darling Pookie has been visiting her aunt on Shroud, and it's time for her to come home, but she's not used to space travel and it scares her. Am I gonna transport a dog?
Probably.
That you can personally assure her that no harm will come to Pookie while on board your ship. Okay. Yeah, there's no space. There's no spaceport here. But least I can. Oh man, it's all the way over there. It's all the way over there.
It's all the way over there.
It's too far out of my reach. The Paradise Planets. Oh, I guess what I should have done before I... What I should have done is, with my outfitters, I should have gotten a local map. You always buy the local map, because then you can see that you need to go up here, like so. But, but anyway, yeah, so what my impression of Starsector was that it might be a little closer to this, but something that might be just a little bit more robust system than that. But the the problem is that it's really just not structured that same way. There are definitely like things about it that remind me of that. It still has like that open world exploration top down thing. The combat is different. The combat is significantly different from like this, because I won't really get into the combat here, but you would basically target individual ships in the sector, and then you would be able to like maneuver the ships yourself around, sort of like Everspace or something like that.
All right.
The only person standing outside the shop is a tall woman in a suit who is busy making furious marks on some sort of document with a red pen. She has a small poodle on a leash. It is busy nipping the heels at everyone who walks by. Excuse me, you say. I'm looking for someone named Pookie. Thank heavens, she's all yours. She hands you the leash and a large bag that appears to be full of chew toys. Here are her toys, her food, and her outfits, which she hates. Feed her twice a day, or she will go berserk. Do not feed her more than twice a day, or she will throw up. As she continues rattling off instructions, you say, Wait, Pookie is the dog? Short for Pocahontas, she explains. Good luck, and I hope my sister pays you well. She walks away. There's nothing else you can do but bring Pookie back to your ship, where she immediately squats against the landing strut. I'm transporting dogs, honey. Anyway.
You know what? Some people would pay good money to transport dogs across space.
That would be pretty great. Anyway, to give you an idea, here is a larger shipyard to kind of see some of the things you can do. Look, I could get this awesome space liner right here, which has much more space in it. Just like 60 tons of cargo space by comparison. I think mine, what does mine have? 20. So much bigger on fuel capacity. And then, oh yeah, hey, you can get this heavy warship, which has much more in terms of like weapons and moving and everything like that. Or if you wanted to, you could get something that is really lightweight, like the Arrow, the Flivver, terrible name for a ship, but this doesn't really have as much cargo capacity, but it does have a little bit larger capabilities when it comes to flying, and it has gun ports, which is kind of useful.
Gun ports are good.
Gun ports. I technically have a gun port on this, but that one has a couple. This is pretty great. This has 60 tons of cargo space, and has 700 for fuel capacity, so you can travel really long distances. Has a pretty good max speed, but yeah, the problem, of course, is that a little expensive for me right now at 3.7 million credits.
That's a little bit more than you've got.
And the heavy warship, if you wanted this, 15.5. So, yeah. You're a little outside of your league there, Captain. But a lot of cargo space too. Good fuel capacity, and obviously like four turret mount slots and 4 gun ports. So much heavier capacity there. A lot of outfit space, a lot of weapon capacity, so, you know. But it gives you a lot of options as to, like, things that you could do. And that's fun. You get to try out different things. You get to plot your own course, let's say.
Get your own hero.
You get to be your own hero. Live your own freelancer life. Yeah, I think it was I think there was a similar game that I want to say was called Freelancer on PC that might be in the similar vein to Escape Velocity. and that is also something that this is kind of modeled after. And if you didn't want to do these missions, you could also just go off into the middle of nowhere and see what's out there, because you run across some interesting things. In the past few days, Pookie has barked incessantly and thrown up several times despite being fed perfectly on schedule, and the room you've been keeping her in will likely smell like dog urine for months. You are all too happy to return to her owner, who pays you 80,000 credits. Well, still probably worth it, considering. But anyway, so, yeah, I wanted to show you this just by comparison, to kind of give you an idea of, like, experientially and mechanically, the difference here. And the disconnect. Because Starsector is a little closer to, like, the space strategy kind of games. In terms of its structure. It still has a lot of the open world stuff. But then when it comes down to it, it is a little bit more like fleet management. As well as, you know, a little bit more. Unfortunately, I would say that it reminds me just a teeny bit too much of Crusader Kings. In terms of, like, you know, here's all the different things that you can do. It's not as bad as that. It's not as bad as that. Trust me. Yeah, a lot of consumable resources involved. And all of that, like we saw with, like, the supplies and things like that, because you're constantly degrading over the course of time, which isn't bad if you're playing something like a survival game, but usually you don't think about, like, a space ship game being that same sort of thing. Mostly what it did is makes me want to go back and play Everspace 2 again. Because it's been a while since I played that. Yeah.
You could.
I could.
Or we suddenly start another series of us having you try out Elite Dangerous.
Or we do that too. We got Warcraft we got to do first, bud. We got Warcraft to do.
I mean, we got the series, but we can also do, like, one-offs of other games, obviously, which is nice.
Sure.
While we're doing Warcraft, so.
Yeah, especially kind of like in the breakdown between the different sections of that. But having edited the first few pieces of WoW Classic, there's some fun stuff in there. There's definitely some fun stuff. Mm-hmm.
The first one will go out this next week.
Oh yeah, because we had last shopper already.
Godvan.
We had that one. Did the other one come out? The one you played?
Nope.
Oh,
not yet.
Not yet.
Nope.
Not yet.
Nope.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. We got a backlog.
We do. We have a considerable backlog, actually. Believe it or not, folks, we actually do record stuff pretty far ahead. I know that that's surprising, but at any rate, so yeah, that's Endless Sky. I guess, you know, Starsector probably works. That might even be one where, like, maybe when it's in 1.0, I'll go back to it. Because I'm just kind of wondering, like, is there something I'm missing? Because it's got something. I can tell it's got something to it that I'm intrigued by. But it didn't have the cohesiveness of something like this. Where you're, like,
a bit overtuned for you?
Overtuned, I get concerned when games start throwing a lot of terminology at me. That
jargon.
Yes. Here's what happens with your with like your overburn, and these are the emergency burns. So you do the e-burn when you do, it's like, okay, whoa. Let's start with the basics of how do I traverse the system? Landing on a planet. Where do I go to get missions? What do I do here? You're like, okay, I understand. There's a lot of different parts of this to understand, but at the end of the day, the basics are like, what are my defensive capabilities? What are my offensive capabilities? How do I do missions? Where do I get my missions? How does combat work? Like,
Right.
so it's just like that. Don't overcomplicate it for me at the beginning, folks, because I'm going to get disengaged by the process. Uh, Endless Sky has more numbers to it, but you don't have to always look at those. Escape velocity was actually very, very bare bones at the start, but then there were other components that kind of came into it later. I think that's one of the reasons why it's remembered so fondly by the people who were able to play it. And I think EV Nova was actually one of the first games, one of the only games that they also launched on Windows. So that was actually one that did better because people could actually play it on a Windows system, not just a Mac. But the general idea of the thing was basically this, and I would say that like there's literally Endless Sky is free on Steam. It's free because it's an open source project, so you can go and play it to your heart's content. So actually we had a twofer this week. I'm just going to close that. We had a twofer this month. We got to play 2 space adventure games. Played Starsector, we played Endless Sky. I haven't played Endless Sky for a while anyway, so worthwhile to go back in and just look at it again. But two games for the price of one, folks. 2 space games. Aren't you excited?
I'm excited.
I'm also very excited. I'm very excited. Can you tell how excited I am?
I can tell how excited you are.
Good. Excellent. So folks couldn't join us today because of birthday parties. That's unfortunate. Well, I mean, I guess it's not unfortunate. It's good to have birthday parties. I'm hoping that they're not having one for me, though. I don't want one.
Because you're not there.
Because I don't want to be at yeah. Today, Dad stopped by today and was like, "Oh, are they gonna get you a cake?" And I'm like, "I hope not. I don't want a cake for my birthday.
What do you want for your birthday, Nathan?
I want people to not remind me that I have a birthday. It's probably the best thing. Can I do nothing for my birthday? That would be great.
Sure.
That would be my favorite thing in the world would be not doing things on my birthday. One of the nieces has a birthday right around the same time. Lord knows she's gonna want a lot of things. So just don't worry about me. Just if you're looking to get something, just it's fine. She can have something. She's looking to go over to Europe sometime later this year. Just let her give her funds.
Let her go to Europe. There you go.
Yeah, just go. That would be good. Hey, if that whole contingent goes off to Europe, I don't have to worry about them popping by for a little bit.
There you go.
It's a few weeks. Not that I see them all that often, but then I know that they're over there. Sort of like when people are like going, I might have to be away for a while. And it's good. Go. Enjoy. Enjoy. I'll see you eventually. It's fine. Oh. But anyway. So, yep. To everybody who has birthdays around this time, I wish you a happy birthday. Except for one person, and they know who they are. And besides that, though...
I don't know who they are.
Don't worry.
Unless it starts with a T.
Nah. You thought... Like mine's. I share a birthday with him.
I'm so sorry.
I know. I want it all for me.
But well, you said you didn't want a birthday party, so they get to have it all, I guess.
God. Fine. So next... Oh, actually, I should check on something. What is the first set? Ooh. Yeah, we may not be doing the first Saturday of next month because it is the 4th.
Oh, yeah, probably not then.
So I guess happy 250, everyone. But probably the week after that, we'll do Saturday. And if you are seeing this, or you're in our Discord, I am wondering, like, do you prefer if we do a nighttime thing or an afternoon thing? Because I'm not really sure. I'm fine with like whenever people would normally be able to come in if you have time. But I just like to know. Sometimes the afternoon's nice just because you're usually like a little bit more awake and it's daytime. But I know sometimes it's just better for people at night because they actually have time to pop by. So
And they're not out doing things while it's daytime.
it's true. That's true. So I don't know. You let me
I
know.
know we can do a poll in Discord.
We'll do a poll in Discord. How about that? Would you like to do an afternoon stream on the 11th? Not the 4th, but on the 11th. Would you like to do that? Or would you like to do an afternoon or night? So, that would be something we can try. Okay. So, with that being said, as always, Alex, where can they find more TPK?
Go to our YouTube channel where if you're watching this live, you'll be able to see that right here.
Yep. You
You'll
can
see
watch that.
our fun videos, our one-offs, our series, our podcasts that we do occasionally.
Yep. We have at least one more in the can. We have one in the can for a podcast. We have a few cans? Yeah, cans. You've heard of those. We have a few things.
You got cans, don't you?
We do. We have so many cans. But yeah, you can check us out over there. Same place that you're watching this live. Hopefully you all have fun for Flag Day, and then hopefully you all have fun for the 4th of July. Do some kind of a cookout. I don't know what I'm going to have for a cookout, or if I'm going to cook out. Might not. Is it going to be hot? It's probably going to be hot. On the 4th of July.
If it's cooler than the last couple days, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, tell me about it. It has not been a fun time. if you're up this way in New England, it's actually been kind of hot lately. Although I guess next week is supposed to look a little bit better. Not quite as hot next week. So, looking forward to that. In the meantime, though, folks, thank you for joining us on TPK, and we will see you on the next one. Goodbye for now.